This is a follow-up video of my previous video where I showed you how to add styles to a CSS button. And this time I'm going to add a hover effect to the button. So the first thing I'm going to do is just going to declare my CSS selector, and I'm going to use the attribute selector, and I want to select any item that has a type of submit. And then I'm going to add the hover pseudo clause, and this is going to target any element that has a type of submit, and the styles in the block are just going to apply when the hover state is active. So that means when the mouse is over the button. Well, the first thing I want to do is to set this font size a little bit bigger. I'm gonna make it 25 pixels, so I'm just adding 1 pixel to the font size. And as you can see, if I hover over the button, the text becomes a little bit bigger, and that has the effect of having the button pop up a little bit. And then the next thing I want to do is increase the box shadow spread. So I'm going to use the box shadow property, and then the offset is going to be 1 pixel like before, but now this spread is going to be 3 pixels, and the color is still going to be black. So now if I hover over the button, you can see that it gets bigger, and the shadow is also a little bit bigger. Now, I don't want the effect to be just so drastic. I want it to be a little bit animated. So I'm just going to use the transition property. And this allows me to specify a time that I want these transitions to take. So I'm going to specify 0.1 second for the transition. And as you can see now, the button is animated. It doesn't change like suddenly, but instead it has a little animation. And then probably the last thing I want to do is to change the cursor, because right now it's just like the regular arrow, and I want to use the pointer so that it's more obvious to the user that this is a clickable element. For that I use the cursor property, and I set it to pointer. And now if I hover over the button, you see that I have the little hand as the cursor, and if I go off the button, then I have the arrow. So this is how you can add a hover effect to your button or any other element. It doesn't necessarily have to be a button. So for example, if I were to put just a paragraph element, and again, let's just write hello world. And then if I select the p tags on the hover state, you can see that when I hover over the element, it gets the same styles applied to it. So let's remove this, and let's just flip the button. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to style a button using CSS.